Okie dokie. Right. Gonna have a go at moving these handlebar. Not handlebars. Good lord. These levers. I've got some new ones, which I'll show in a second when I go to put them in. Right, that is very, very difficult. So, actually, I've got a better set over here somewhere. Let's hang that in there, and then we'll go underneath. It's not easy when you're looking up into the sun. Right, so it's going to be that one there, which is 8mm, I believe. Oh, it's 10mm. Right, we want that. This, sorry, not a lot of talking, is there? It's been a while since I've tried to record something for YouTube. So I did a load of MOT work on my car recently, and I was trying to record it. However, I was, how shall we say, a little delicate after a night out, and I needed to do the work, and I couldn't stomach talking to myself, which is essentially what recording these things is me doing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm removing the guard. I'm hoping I don't have to remove the guard. That's mostly laziness though. Sorry, I'm removing the guard. Hoping I don't have to remove the guard. Sorry, I'm just waffling now, aren't I? So, yeah. Ew, greasy. I need to find some gloves. I'm going to pause it. Right, I'm hoping you've got a good view. Looks alright. So I'm removing this. I don't know if you can see, but that, if you look there, sorry, I don't have my glove on properly yet. You can see that's, if you look over this side, you can see that one's bent out, but you can see it goes to like a ball at the end. And this one doesn't have that because it sheared off when I came off it on an off-roading event. So, sorry if you've just got a close-up of my fat belly. So yeah, so I'm going to remove these and put some new ones on. I don't know if, the problem I've got is I don't know if it's an MOT failure or not, basically. And it's due its MOT in the next 6 to 8 weeks, I think. Okay, so that's really gross in there. So that's that out. So this is an aftermarket part by the looks of it. Yeah, because it controls, I don't know if you can see here, I've got a couple of side lights.
Oh, I know what you need. You want to see some boobies?
What, like right now?
Sure, why not?
This booty kitty got a cute booty. Let's take it off like we're on a race of duty.
Sorry, I'm so not mature. This is why I probably shouldn't have a YouTube channel. So I'm going to remove this. I want to remove these. You see this? I mean, I suppose I could sand it down and give it a paint. Is that going to be any better than just replacing? If anybody does watch this, alright, and you've seen me talking about this, can you give a comment and tell me what you think? On the one hand, I really like doing all this work myself. I've done my car work myself. My car's just there, by the way. I've done my car work myself. I'm doing the work on the bikes. Obviously, you know, I've got the Quacker series going on as well. So yeah, so I'm torn between just trying to treat that and make it nice, and just trying to buy new. Anyway, that is definitely not 10mm, I can tell you that. What I can't tell you is it's on the floor. Is where I put that. Right. We need to find somewhere sensible to put. I need So there's a plan afoot for my garage. In that I will be getting rid of the office, which has constantly got in the way. Basically, the office is a hangover from my days when I worked at jobs in the UK, and I don't do that anymore, really. So I don't need an office. I don't. Basically, when I'm not at sea for my job, which, if you'll have seen my shorts, I'm not sure which now, you'll know. Oh, crap. I'll have to find that in a second. I'll stop the camera to do that, though. Where's that come? Oh, I know what it is. There's a little spacer in here. Okie dokie. Right, I have little screwdriver end. So that is the lever officially free, or lever. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever?
We have a Disney family. Oh, interesting. I mean, not like super interesting, but interesting nonetheless. Right. So 1, 2. Yeah. I've done about 3 different topics there, and I've forgotten what I was talking about, haven't I? But basically, the office is going. Honestly, these are disgusting. Do they really need to be greased like this? Or is this just years of gunk getting in there? Now, I'm wondering if this is greased, because this is got the clutch cable attached to it. Okay, so I'm just looking. So for those of you who've not taken motorbike parts apart, this reminds me of the old, I say old, it's old because I haven't done it in a while, but the levers you had for brakes on mountain bikes and things. You got this like adapter that goes into the lever, and then you've got like a stop. Essentially, it's just a stop on the end. So I think if I should be able to just unscrew this, which is why I suspect it's greased. What grease have I got? I don't actually have a lot of grease. Am I actually doing anything there, or am I just making it stiffer? Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. I see what I'm doing wrong. Right, so what I think I might need to do, yeah, as I screw this in, it's basically letting that come loose. So theoretically, I think if I screw that all the way in, and yeah, right. Now, I don't know, somewhere around here I have I'm just wondering if I can scoop this out already. No, it's not held in by anything else, I don't think. There you go. And there you go. Right, so yeah, that grease is gross for a start. I have greases. I don't know if I've got anything I can use like on a motorbike. There we go. So now, theoretically, that should... There you go. And that is the old broken lever off. That was, I won't lie, quicker than I was expecting. It's not necessarily a good thing. So, I won't be keeping these. So what's this? This is obviously some kind of sensor. How is it held on? Let's get this bit out of the way, especially as I might need it. Now I have silicone grease.
Grease me up, woman!
Grease. So there you go. There's the cable holder. I might give these a WD-40 over on my workbench in a second. Clean them up a bit. And then probably on the screws I'll probably use, I won't use grease, I'll use, well it is grease, I'll use copper slip or anti-seize, whatever you want to call it. I always call it copper slip. I'm wondering, might do the same with that, if I'm honest. Right, so that's that free. So how do you get this off? Does it have something to do with that? Does it just pull out? I don't think it pulls out. I see how it comes out. Let's get this little screwdriver again. So I'm going to touch the camera, so apologies if it wobbles. I just want to be able to see what I'm doing. But just there, so I've got a fancy new watch and it keeps binging at me. Just there is a clip by the looks of it. There you go. Push it in and we're free. So that's the old bit. Right. Just give my hands a good wipe. Always get blue roll if you can. It's well worth it. Right, I was looking for the new lever, which is behind. Okie dokie. So all of that work I've just done for nothing, because it clips in, not all of it, just the bit where I've taken the clutch out. Not the clutch out, that sensor out, because it's going to go back in. But what I think I will do anyway, just give it, trying to clean with a bit of bubble wrap, give it a little bit of WD-40, a bit of a spray, and then I think I am going to use copper slip on this, because I know it's good. I use it in a really like damaging environment, so if it works in that, it's gonna work on this. Yeah, so let's get the WD-40 and give it a clean. Bit of rag, well, a bit of toilet roll, blue roll, and okay, I got some grease. I decided not to use the other stuff. Right, that should be fine. Just a dribble. Yeah, just enough to get it in for now and protect it from the elements. As you can see, there's some left over from further back on the thing anyway. Right. Let's reattach the bits that need reattaching. So, didn't need to detach this, but it gave me a chance to A, learn, and B, do. Oh, that was the other thing I needed to do. I want to give that a bit of a clean and then a bit of a degrease. Bit of a degrease and then a bit of a re-grease. See, this is the one where I might get the special copper slip out for, because it's a metal on metal fitting. Well, mind you, so is that, but okie dokie. See me peering around to see if you're working. Bit of copper slip on this. Okie dokie. Right. Push down like that. That should protect the end of it. Okay, we're going to be mixing greases a little bit, which isn't ideal, but it's fine. I'll have to do. This copper grip anti-seize, it gets everywhere. So if you don't want to, if you use it and you don't want to spread it over the rest of your bike, in this particular case, you've got to wipe it off. And even then, I guarantee I'm not gonna have done a good enough job. So, right, I'm gonna screw this as far in as I can, because the idea is that's going to take the tension off. So I'm going to have to set the tension on the clutch again. So you've got a groove that obviously the cable is going to slide down. Right, so I'm going to need the lever at this point. Where's the lever, Kronk? If I'm good at editing, you might get a few Disney references in this particular video. Although, well, it depends. We've all heard what Disney can be like if you annoy them. Okay. Okay. So this has got an adjuster, basically sets how far back the lever will sit. So that goes into there. Right. Let's see what we can do here then. So you need about 3 hands for this job by the feels of it. Although, if you're sensible about it, as I'm trying to be, use that, and then, come on. Ah, right. So what you want to do is that. And then, I don't know if you saw how easily that went in, but there's an insert. Do you know what? I can do it again. So if you see that in there, you want to pull that. Not going to be able to do it now. Trouble is, I'm trying to do it for the camera. See that go in, and then if you just pull it, that's in. So when I bolt this together now, it should be nice. And that copper slip, you can see, is trying to spread itself. So I'll just clean up a little bit where I can. So now let's piece this back together. So I think all I needed to do was take this lever off. Watching cartoons with the kids, and I think that's great because that means on the brake side I can just do that. These are quite long. I'm really hoping they fit inside the guards. But right, let's clean this bolt up, because I think just by using this bolt, as I was saying there, I can attach the lever, and job's a good un. I need to turn off the... So I got security cameras everywhere, obviously, as I'm sure most people do these days now, and unfortunately it senses every last little movement. But I want to make sure this is as clean as possible, because it's going through my brand new lever. Oh yeah, but if I do this, I have to attach the guard. I'm wondering if it might be easier to... Let's see. Let's try. So this is going on like that, and this is supposed to slide over the top of it. Now, as you can tell, I did so much research before I purchased this. Ugh. So, I basically use eBay for all my parts, for my car, for my motorbike. eBay has assured fit now, so it should be that if you put in your reg and check it out properly, it should be the correct part. So we'll take that, need the 10mm again. I feel like I need to sneeze, but it's not coming. See, what this really needs afterwards is a test ride. But it's after school. I'm not sure my wife will let me test ride. I've lost the bloody... Oh, I know where the screwdriver is. It fell in my boot, which is next to my bike. So let's oh, when you use a ratchet, after you've done the ratchet one way, when you need to do it the other way, make sure you switch the switch. Hey. Right. That's just going to hold it together for now. I'll worry about tightening it up once I've got this back together, which is pretty much going to happen straight away. So again, just going to give the securing bolts a quick bit of a clean, right, without losing these washers if I can. So just sorry, I don't know how much of that I just did off camera. Yeah, just now that was what I meant to bloody copper slip. It doesn't matter, it's not going to make a huge difference. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this bit by bit. So shut up. So that was like that, and there was a washer. Okay, right, does anybody want to come and give me a hand, please? Okie dokie. No, I think the washer was in there. Oops. No, I don't think it was, you know. Okie dokie. Right. Ah. Oh, don't lose that, don't lose that. Right. Hoping you can see this. Ooh, whoopee. So, I believe one bit came from under, one bit came from over. Do like that, and then like that. Then like that, and then like that. Yeah, that looks right. And the reason being is that spacer is holding it away from the curve of the handlebar clamp, basically. Okay, so that's on a bit more securely than it was 2 seconds ago. So again, we will just make sure I'm not pointing the WD-40 at the brakes for a start. Yeah, and just oh, I've lost the washer. There it is. Spacer, washer, same difference. Again, I could have copper slipped these, but WD-40 residue should be plenty. Push through. Right. Now I had this set to a certain distance away because I've got a part to go in there for Rally Moto, which will okay. Right, that doesn't feel great. Why does that's moving around so much? Have I forgotten a part?
Yes, definitely.
Doing pretty much. So just pulling out that retaining bolt again. Ooh, that, I'm so glad I already put gloves on. Now, is that threaded all the way through? Yes, it is. That's interesting. So the other one, you'll remember, hopefully, was bolted through. This one was just a bolt that went through, sorry. This one, if I may, come on, screen won't turn on, but you can see that's threaded all the way. It's quite a stiff thread as well, so that should be out by now. Near all the crows, starting to add to the noise of the. I will clean this old grease off. There we go. Oh, I don't think that is threaded all the way. I think it was just being a prick. Ah, so I've just lost the washer. So let's have a look. Okay. So, where did that come from, do we reckon? So, there you go. That is literally it. It's just a lever. I reckon that was just on the other side there. It doesn't go in anywhere else, does it? Well, it could go in there. That could be interesting. But we want to clean that up a bit anyway. Right, so I've given it a nice thin layer up and down the shaft. So I have a feeling this is going to be a bit tricky, because it basically all goes together as one, doesn't it? There's the brake lever, and then we bring this round. Oh, maybe I should clean that up as well. Okay. So the brake's in. There we go. Sorry, it wasn't twisting round properly. Oh, I'm less convinced that that is where it should be. Oh, there you go. There you go. I'm going to have to go over this with a rag. Maybe a bit of WD-40. That's working nicely. Right. Bing. Somebody's moving in the vicinity. Let's have a look. Ah, right, well that's not going to go through, is it? Like that. Whoa, how are we doing? Where's the hole? There's the hole. Ah, it does thread in on the bottom. So, hopefully, that's it going in. So that's that on. And then put the knot on the bottom. And then in my pocket is this. Remember what I said earlier about making sure the ratchet's done up. And then just to make sure. Again, that seems quite loose. But it's in. I think there's a little bolt there I can tighten up. But there you go. So we'll just clean up around here. Oh, good. There you go. And you can see that's actually in quite nicely. Okay, hopefully I've remembered to edit this onto the back end of the levers, clutch and brake lever video. I've had a devil of a time with the clutch constantly. So there's a switch on the clutch. If I can flip you, that there is a switch, which should actually be properly inserted. And it's got a little bit of metal that sticks out, and basically if that metal's out you can start the bike. If I don't know if you heard that engage, that's it starting. However, if it's pushed in, there you go, you can actually see it in there. See that little bit of metal at the back there? There you go. As long as that's out, you can start the bike. If I put my thumb in, you can hear me clicking away, it won't start. Now, I've had a devil of a time trying to figure out why, even though I've done my best. I'm sorry for the shaking camera, I'm trying to get the stand set up. Even though I've tried my best to remove it, to not remove it because you need it as part of the safety circuit. But anyway, I went back and looked at the old clutch and I found this little bushing, tiny brass bushing, and what I'd done, if I find the old lever, when I looked at the old lever compared to the new one, that was that with the bushing in was the hole. So that was the hole for the bolt that holds the lever in place, whereas take the bushing out and the hole is that size. So obviously the clutch is moving back and forth, which means when it pivots, it just basically it sees that the, as far as it's concerned, the clutch is still open. Where's me rag? There it is. What I've been using. So there you go. Yeah, I just wanted to tack this onto the end, so just give it the usual clean up. This pushed in dead easily onto the pushed out dead easily from the current or the old clutch, so I'm hoping it'll just slide in and stay in on the new one. Oh, I've lost you, haven't I? So whether or not I can get you to balance on here. So can you see me? Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Push that in. You can see how easily that's gone in, and then try and remember how. There you go. So that's in. Let's bring this guard back around. I apologise if this is at a funny angle. I'm doing the best I can with the cheapest equipment I can afford, except for the GoPro itself. Now if I nothing, and that's all it was. That's all it fucking was. So yeah, I'm going to tighten this back up now, but that is done. Then I'm going to take the bike out because I'm going to need to play with the clutch again, I imagine. But yeah, so hopefully I've remembered to add this on. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Oh, where are you going? I'm covering my camera and everything I'm touching in grease right now. You can see the bloody handle is covered in copper slip, so I have to give that a bit of a rub off. Sorry for showing you my breasticles. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this nut back on, and then I think that's it for the bike for today. So take it out, go and get a new number plate for it, and yeah, that's it. All right, thanks for watching.